What's up everyone? Welcome back. So today we're going to go over some simple DIY Valentine's Day gifts. So if you're a guy with a special someone and she likes tea, candy, and hearts, then this video is for you. And if you're a girl, well, here's a list of things guys actually want for Valentine's Day, as according to Google. So we have these cool candy hugging bunny paper mache things. Looks super cute, pretty simple to make, I think. So gonna need some construction paper for that. We also have this date night jar. So if you're like me, I'm terrible with date night ideas, or we always go back and forth for hours deciding what we want to do for a date night. So I think this would be a pretty good idea. And lastly, this is more of a specific gift. Jeannie likes tea, so we're going to find some tea and put them into these little heart tea bags that we're going to make out of cheesecloth. I'm going to go to the local Walmart to get some supplies in a minute. So let's do this. Okay, so we're here at Walmart. There are a lot of people here, so I'm gonna make this as quick as possible. I'm gonna grab everything that I need for the DIY Valentine's Day gifts. So we're in the craft section, and I can't find any plain construction paper. Or really anything I need right now. So yeah. So I can't find any plain construction paper, but there's some of this stuff that's like extra thick. I think that'll work. They little monkey cutouts. Now all I need is some cheesecloth. I don't even know if Walmart sells any cheesecloth. Like, where do you find cheesecloth? I don't even know.
Okay.
Yeah.
For your woman?
Yeah.
Oh.
For the candy, I stuck with the heart-shaped chocolate, just like the pictures. After staring at the tea wall for about 20 minutes, I finally went with the fruitiest tea that I could find, which was the Wild Berry Zinger. Jeannie is very opposed to any floral type teas. Alright, I just finished shopping and loaded up the car, and now it's time to get back and get started. Okay, we're back, and now we're gonna get started on the projects here. I got everything I needed from Walmart, and found a few things here that I'm gonna reuse. So let's get crafting. Alright, so we're gonna take a ruler and we're gonna measure side to side the chocolates that we got, just so we know how wide the torsos of the huggers need to be. Alright, once you mark the lines for the torso, you can go ahead and start sketching the whole animal itself. Alright, once I finished the body of the bunny, I started drawing the lines for its arms. I sort of winged it on the length, and it worked out fine. Alright, once you're done sketching the whole animal, you can go ahead and start cutting it out with the X-Acto knife. Now the trick here is to just smoothly glide over the paper, letting the knife do all the work. Alright, at this point you can go ahead and take out the candy hugger. I think the legs are a little stubby, but I think it turned out pretty good. Now for the face, cut out 2 ovals for the eyes, and just followed the picture diagram for the face. Alright, once I cut out the face, I unwrap the candy and wrap the arms around it. A little bit of tape, and you got yourself a little hugger. Alright, so you would repeat the process, but for time preferences, we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of magic. Voila. Alright, now for the heart-shaped tea bags. So we're going to take our box of tea, go ahead and unwrap that. We're going to take all the bags out and prepare them for the tea bags. Alright, so cut the bags and pour out all the tea leaves. And once you're done with that, you can set it aside and take your cheesecloth. You're going to want to cut 2 identical squares. So I just laid over 2 layers of cheesecloth and cut it into a square. So after this, we're just going to fold it in half and crease the edge and start cutting out a half heart, sort of like how you're taught in kindergarten. And there we are. 2 full identical hearts. We're going to repeat the process for however many tea bags you want. Now we're going to take our needle and thread and start to sew the 2 hearts together. So when you start threading, make sure you start at the top middle of the heart, just so that when we end it in the middle for our tea handle, or the stringy part of the tea bag. So go ahead and sew all the way around the edge of the heart. Once we get to this point, we're going to stop, just so that we have enough room to put some tea leaves in. Alright, so after you put a good amount of tea leaves in, go ahead and close the heart. And once we get to the middle, give it a tie and leave enough rope for that little dangly part. So I took a piece of scrap paper from the construction paper that we had earlier and cut out a little mini heart. And we're going to have that dangle on that rope there. So take the X-Acto knife and sort of twist a little hole into the heart. Just big enough to put the string in. Alright, put the string straight through, give it a tie, and voila, here we have it. There we have a heart-shaped tea bag. Now I wasn't planning this originally, but I'm taking the scrap paper and using it as like a little holder for the tea. I got the idea from the hugger itself. So puncture 2 holes on each side of the heart and cut 2 parallel lines so that, you know, it'll just hug the tea bags there. And voila! Nice little tea bag presenters. And about 3 hours later, we have 3 of them. So I couldn't find a mason jar at Walmart, but luckily I found this cool mason jar with the heart handle in my storage. So I'm going to use this for the date night jar. So we'll put this aside. I got that ribbon from Walmart for the neck of the bottle. And another thing I got was these wax cubes just so that I can throw it into the jar anytime you open it. You'll just get a whiff of that pomelo dragon fruit, whatever that is. Take the ribbon and cut it long enough to be able to tie around the neck. Go ahead and cut diagonally on both ends. I realized during this that I am awful at tying ribbon, but I think I got it to work. And here we have it. So now I cut out a few long pieces of scrap paper, long enough so that when you reach in you can pull it out easily. Now I took a gold Sharpie and started writing date ideas down. Now this took just as long as making the tea bags. Now I need something to hold everything together, so I factioned up an old headphone box and started drawing hearts all over it, you know, keeping it simple. So draw hearts on every side and then start putting the box together. And there we have our Valentine's Day box. Super simple, easy, didn't cost much. We have our huggers, our tea bag, our date night jar, and obviously we can't forget the most important part of a thoughtful gift. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that like button if you did. Don't forget to subscribe and comment what you would like to see me make next.